there was a willful intent to create cognitive dissonance. You might have noticed that. You know, it's to just trust this process. You don't know where you're going. You don't know what you're going to eat. You don't know who you're going to be with. You have no idea. But somehow, you guys trusted the process, and complete strangers, 2 days later, have become friends, and really get to know things about each other that even their near dear ones don't know. That's the power of community. I just love that. And you know, we're living in a time right now, I feel, where all the stories are failing us. The collective stories, they're just failing us. Stories about job security is failing us. Stories about the political system, you know, the financial system, the education system, is just failing us a little bit. And there's the time is right, I feel, that we kind of get a new story that we can all kind of be a part of and co-create together. And you know, if you tell a good story, and people just galvanize around a good story, and that to me essentially is what daana is. It's a good story. You know, what if we just had the audacity to just hang out together and bring out the best in each other, and you know, simple ideas that can have amazing impact. You know, and daana is such a simple idea. The simplicity of Vivienne, just appreciating this mission and opening her space for us to enjoy in such a beautiful way. The simplicity of us just serving her land, just because, you know, and leaving better than we found it. There's something about that just is very healthy, and daana is really an invitation to co-create that story, to learn together on what that's about. What if we built a society around kindness, generosity, compassion? What would that look like, you know? Because that's the story I want to be a part of, you know? That's the story I want to contribute towards. So I really thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of the story, helping craft this story, making the story so much more magnificent. And know that you're definitely part of the story, you know? Otherwise I'd be talking to myself. So thank you so much for being a part of this story. And I wish for the story to be experienced for everybody. The healthiness of coming in not knowing what to expect and leaving with lightness and friends, you know, that just brings up our trust in ourselves, trust in each other, trust in humanity, and trust in life. So it's a new story. So thank you for creating a story with everybody else. Recognizing generosity is simply the art of noticing. That's what it really is. When we develop our ability to notice, you can't help but feel generous. In every life situation, even if it's a complete fiasco, if you just notice it, oh, I'm learning something. Cool, I have something to be grateful for. The body is not working at all, as I have been, as you know. The breath is working. Yeah, I have something to be grateful for. If you really notice, there's always something to be grateful for. And if you focus on that, that just has a way of growing and growing and growing. And suddenly gratitude becomes a default setting in our lives. So this practice of generosity and gratefulness has a way of amplifying within and around. It's like a good vibe that just has an echoing effect, not just in our community, not just in Montreal, not just around the world, for generations. It is that powerful. A simple random act of generosity has that kind of potential. So this is really co-learning how to be generous. Noticing, appreciating, serving, that's it. Very, very simple. I would say very practically that, as you know, it's anonymous contribution based. The contributions essentially allow these to keep going. This is our 30th retreat, by the way. 30th anniversary, 3-0 in a little over 2 years. It's pretty remarkable. And this retreat is only possible because of the previous retreat and the previous retreat, because they allowed us to have the funding to create this one. And whatever you contribute will last for the next one to happen and the next one to happen. That's kind of how everything works. So it's not just contributing towards whatever experience here, but really towards the betterment and experiences for people around the world for generations. And that's a beautiful story to connect with. It's mighty and it's grand and it's magnificent. And I'm really, really grateful to have a front row seat in the story. It's an awesome place to see. And some of you are getting dangerously close to the front. Some of you have done many retreats, so you guys really know what it's about. Bottom of my heart, thank you for being here. I'm grateful.
Thank you.